What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another tactic video. Today we've got the brilliant Beta 352, a tactic that won 5 trophies in one season and scored over 4 goals a game. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe, whack on the bell, and follow my second channel, Daily Josh. We're going to be live from the 4th of November, making tactics, playing with Dortmund, and yeah, it's going to be the ultimate place to come and chill. On YouTube, hardly any adverts, you can kick back, have an alcoholic or non-alcoholic beverage, chill out and have a good time. Let's get into today's video. So then, we're going to start with Liverpool. Now, don't worry, we are also testing with a smaller team, not just a powerhouse team, before anybody gets worried. And as always, there's not 1, not 2, but 3 tactical variants for top teams, mid teams, and also underdog teams. And you can also use these variants mid-game that I will talk about when we actually break down the tactic. So don't just dip after you see one tactic, because you are going to need all 3. It's exactly how I test. Now, when we actually look at what we've done with Liverpool, we only lose 1 game. Is this working yet? It's not working. We can't see who it was directly, but we are going to lose only 1 game. We do win 33 games and draw 4. But in terms of points, do you know what's actually quite interesting? Chelsea matched us with 103 points. So despite having a ridiculously good season, it was very close. And in that Premier League season, we were using the attacking variant for around about 80% of the games because we were Liverpool. And we scored over 4 goals a game. Now, defensively, 0.6 is still very strong. But if you were playing on the balanced version, you could have got that even lower. But I thought Liverpool, Isaac, Hugo Ekitike, Salah, Chiesa, all of these world-class players, let's get them firing. And that's exactly what I done. So that's impressive. It's the array of other things we won, because we win the FA Cup, we win that 1-0 over Manchester City, we've got to take that one. We go to the Carabao Cup, 3-0 over Newcastle, we've got to take that one. And then moving on to the Community Shield, where we win on penalties in a very close game against Arsenal. But the creme de la creme, the cherry on top, the UCL win over Inter Milan, 4-1. Absolutely incredible. And then, as promised, like the postman I deliver, we are going to test with Exeter, a team that are not predicted to do too well in League One. Well, with this tactic, they did do quite well. 40 wins, 5 draws, and just 1 loss. So that's now 2 seasons where we nearly claimed that invincible title. But sadly, we couldn't do it with Exeter either. But just to show you what happens when you play as a smaller team, you tick the same boxes. And this season, to clarify, every game, all on the balanced version. And you can see it did have an impact on the goals by quite a fair bit. We dropped to 2.9, which is basically 3, which is still great with Exeter. But I went on balance because we're not the best team in that league, or even up there. So I wanted to be a little bit more humble, and clearly, in my opinion anyway, it paid off. And now over to your favourite part of the video, that is going to be the tactic breakdown. If you are enjoying, be sure to leave a like and subscribe, and make sure you're going over to check out the second channel, Daily Josh. We post rebuilds over there, Let's Plays is where we're going to be live streaming. It's a really nice place to come and chill, hang out when you're playing, ask me tactic questions, ask me advice. I'll be there. Even if it's just casual chit chat, I'll be there. So make sure you come and check it out. But to make this tactic, you want to do a few things. Number 1 is go to positive when it comes to mentality, and the style is going to be the Gegenpress. Then you want to sort of build this lovely 3-5-2 shape. You're 3, then you're 5, then you're 2. And let's go over firstly the actual in possession and then out of possession afterwards. So the goalkeeper is going to be a goalkeeper simply on the default, no instructions out of possession or even in possession. So very, very straightforward to copy and follow along. The centre backs, I've gone with centre backs opposed to ball playing defenders, because there's no real emphasis on playing out from the back as much. I was not really making this tactic designed to be an elegant tiki-taka short passing play. It was more of a absorb and counter vibe. So we are going to have 3 centre backs. All of them are going to be the same. So this one, tackle harder, default in possession, will be almost copy and pasted as such, if you wish to word it like that, on the right, centre, and also left. Now, because we have got quite a, if you want to use the word, like complacent back 3, not really any risk takers, I personally tested 3 variants of this tactic before I even had the sort of final product. And we actually come out on top with this role here. That is going to be the advanced wing-back. Essentially, with more aggressive positioning than a traditional wing-back, the advanced wing-back looks to play high and provide as much width as possible. So this player comes in, again, we're really bolstering his options here. Stay wide, run wide, dribble more, make more runs, take more risks, and also standard when it comes to the passing strategy. Simply defaulted out of possession, but in possession, there's a lot of instructions. And the same is going to be done for the left back as well, because these players provide such a big role in actually how we attack, where the attacks come from, where the balls get played into, where the assists come from, and how we actually go and score our goals. So they're absolutely essential. And then we go on to the triangle, the big part of the tactic, the midfield. The DM, he comes in simply on the default in possession, out of possession, one instruction, that is going to be tackle harder. Essentially, the reason why this player is on the sort of default, seen as quite a negative role, is because we do allow for a bit more of a attacking last four players that we are going to discuss very shortly. Now, I do want to quickly say at this part of the video, if you are interested in getting all of these cool Patreon perks, it includes all free tactics today, my entire FM26 collection, all my rebuild files, set pieces and training from next week, one-on-one tactical help, ad-free viewing, access to big giveaways, and so much more perks. It is quite unbelievable. Make sure you go and check out the Patreon in the description. We're close. In fact, we hit it the other day. 6,000 of you guys are over there. So much love. It's growing rapidly every day, and you guys are a big reason why that is happening. In fact, you are everything. So much love again, as always. I'll thank you to the very last breath. I do appreciate it. Going up to the next two player roles, on the left-hand side, we are going to use an AM. Very important this player has freedom. Roam from position, take more risks, standard, and then simply tackle harder. And next to him, a bit more of a reserved role, default central midfield player, and simply tackle harder, because this AM is going to be roaming all about the place. I want this sort of CM to be more balanced, then this DM is a true DM. He will not really attack at all. We then use a deep line forward on the right-hand side, who is going to be defaulted in both categories. And next to him, we are going to use a centre forward, the goal threat, who is going to come in on default and also default. So again, nothing too confusing. Now again, obviously the player instructions copy and paste automatically to out of possession. And because we do keep the same shape, it is super easy to understand. So it is literally, for example, for anyone new, I won't do this for anyone that's experienced in this game. Don't worry, I'm not going to keep doing this, but there's a lot of new viewers on the channel. I want to make sure they know what they're, getting and they understand it. So essentially, I've just shown you this role here, for example, right? The AM on the left-hand side. Well, his instructions naturally go over to the right-hand side. So whatever happens, vice versa, they do copy and paste. But of course, you can change the player role. So the left and the right back are going to be two pressing wing backs. So there is no change there. And we also have both of the strikers now operating as this wonderful centre forward with the same instructions as you saw on the first player role. 2 CMs, 1 DM, and the centre-backs do remain the same, with the goalkeeper now operating as a sweeper. Keeper, team instructions, oh, it is fun, let's go into it. So, in possession, standard, higher, less often, counter-attack, narrower, keep ball in play, balanced, play through, mixed, centre-backs, balanced, encourage, balanced, standard, balanced, and also low crosses. Out of possession, mid-block, standard, much more often, counter-press, standard, balanced, and also yes. And that will give you the default version. Now we go to the attacking version that we played pretty much the whole season with Liverpool with. So the next change is going to be up to attacking when it comes to the mentality. A big change from positive to attacking. And there are going to be a couple of player role changes. So from the default version, you can see a CM, and obviously when we look at the wing-backs, for example, they do remain the same, the wing-backs, but the midfield does change a little bit. We do introduce an AP, who is going to come in on these instructions. Let's go over and look at those right now. It will be simply on the default with tackle harder being applied, because it's a more attacking role. I don't really need to go and make it even more attacking, if that makes sense. So we are going to keep that nice and straightforward. When it comes to the strikers, they do remain exactly the same as well, and the back line also does remain exactly the same, so nice and easy to understand. And out of possession, once again, we are going to keep it exactly the same, so there is no changes. Once again, for new viewers, the player instructions copy and paste from here to here, so nice and straightforward. So really, so far, attacking is one change, the AP coming in is the second change, the third and big change is the team instructions. In possession, standard, much higher, less often, counter-attack, narrower, keep ball in play, be more expressive, selected, hit early crosses, selected, encourage, selected. Everything else remains literally the same. So the big change here, tempo alongside of creative freedom and patience and dribbling. Those are going to be your real big switches. And then the higher defensive line, the high press, much more often, counter press. Yes, when it comes to the goalkeeper distribution. These few things change a tactic that already done very well for goals, but makes it an absolute demon. And then to defend those games out with, very important. Harambal's come in, look at that back five. This is why you can't go anywhere after just seeing the first one, because we do use all three. So there's a big difference defending from this, defending to this. So let's break it down then. Mentality is going to be balanced. When it comes to the player roles, we are going to keep things very similar. So the goalkeeper, the back three centre-backs all have the same player roles. The DM comes in. In fact, if we actually look at the wing-backs, they also are going to remain the same as the whole normal balanced tactic. So this is exactly the same. Mentality is different. This is very different, as we are going to introduce two of these, two holding wing backs and then 3 DMs in a block 3. Now, every single one of these players is going to have the same instructions as the default version, but they all have now got tackle harder on, which means that all of these DMs are going to have tackle harder on them as well, because I want them to win the ball back as quickly as they can and as efficiently as they can as well. So that's a big defensive change. Team instructions, let's go and talk about those, because once again, it's a very hot topic. We are going to go right into it to in possession, more direct and standard. You know where this is going. We are going true Harambal. More often when it comes to the time wasting, counter-attack is still going to be of choice. Narrower is going to be of choice. Play for set pieces, very good, especially when you've got 3 centre-backs. You have got 3 very good outlets to try and hit a set piece too. Balanced, play through, mixed, centre-backs, balanced, standard, balanced, and also low crosses, and out of possession, mid-block and lower. So again, very negative, much more counter press, standard, balanced, and still, yes, because I still want the 2 strikers to actually operate some form of aggressive play. And that will give you boys and girls back home, not 1, not 2, but 3 versions of the brilliant beta 352. If you have enjoyed, please do leave a like, make sure you're subscribed and whack the bell on. And yeah, if you want to get access to the best tactics in the game, download everything. The Patreon is going to be your best friend, because this whole video as well is ad-free over there. And it also includes my rebuild files, rebuild videos. A lot of you guys just go over there for the ad-free content, and I get it, right? I'm exactly the same. So if you have enjoyed, make sure you do stick around for the next video, because we go into a bit of a different formation for the next one. Yeah, I won't spoil too much. See you in the next one.